Alright, Shalom, Michael. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Racha Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, pretty much, just continuing in the spirit, the brotherhood, and going in on Esau and how this man would not, receive mercy, man. Out of all these atrocities this man have done throughout history, ain't no damn way this man's gonna be acquitted. No matter how much a nigga say jump in front of the bullet, so to speak. You know? But Yahweh Shema Shah is against the Edomites, the whole nation of Edom. And not now one of them will, receive mercy, man. This is all part of it. It's not like, matter of fact, let's just start off with this in the book of Proverbs, the 16th chapter and the 4th verse. It says, the Lord have made all things for himself. Yeah, even the wicked for the day of evil. See, so as you can see, part of the creation of Yahweh Shema Shah is the wicked. And they have a specific purpose for the day of evil, meaning that the wicked will bring forth the evil, and the evil the Lord's gonna bring is gonna be for the wicked, man. Somebody gotta be the punching bag. Somebody gotta be a vessel of destruction, man. And all that this man has earned everything that's about to come to him, man. This man has earned everything that's about to take place. He has fulfilled, his wickedness. See, the book of Obadiah ain't just written for nothing. Matter of fact, let's get it real quick. The judgment concerning this man, it's not written for nothing. Because ultimately he's going to live up to it. So let's start out. Let's get this Obadiah. And you know what? Matter of fact, I started at verse 8. This is Obadiah, verse 8. It says, shall I not in that day, said the Lord, even destroy the wise men of Edom, and the understanding out of the mount of Esau? And these are the beginning stages of his downfall. When you read Jeremiah 49 chapter, tells you concerning the Edomites, the judgment of the Edomites, the first steps of their downfall is what? The wisdom has perished. Because this man was able to maintain his kingdom through witchcraft. He was able to gain control of the planet, the earth, through his military. But ultimately, to keep his head above water was through his witchcraft, and deception. But now we're in a time where those things, it tells you corruption shall be overcome, deceit shall be quenched. So we in that day, the Lord is talking about. It says, and the mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. See, and that's the fate. It says everyone of the mountain. So is not an Edomite is going to get away. Not one of them. It says four. See, and now it's going into the reasoning. See, it's just like you're going to get death row because, you're being arrested because these things are about to take place to the Edomites because, let's read verse 10, for thy violence against our brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. And this man have broken the brotherly covenant, and that violence has been throughout history. Every time that, adversity came, guess who was there, contributing to our anguish? our demise. The Edomites, and this has been throughout history from uh, we came out the land of Egypt. This is going into, matter of fact, verse 11 is going into this nigga pointing us out to the Babylonians. Matter of fact, continue. They said, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lot upon Jerusalem, even thou was one of them. See? It says, but thou shouldest not have looked on thy brother, looked on the day that thy brother was slacking. But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day he became a stranger. And neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction. Neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. See, thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldest thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those that did escape. See, so this nigga, he didn't let up at all. You know, Ian, let's just say a son did escape. He said, well, just let him go. This nigga like, no, we need to get all of them. You know, it said, neither shouldest thou have delivered up those that of his that did remain in the day of distress. See? So this is the reason why this man is going to be judged. He's, as you can read the charges, the offenses, and there's plenty more offenses this man have done. You know, everything he have done to the children of Israel, and it has sprung forth to everything that he have done to the earth and everything within it, man. Life in existence itself, this man is an enemy to it. Why would you want a piece of counsel left? You know, went to the doctor and get out, you sick and shit, and you said, well, you can leave the counsel. The counsel is okay. He cool with me. No, man. Because now you gonna die. It says, for the day of the Lord is near upon all the heathen. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy own head. See? And it starts with the Edomites. So this man is going to get his same reward, which is what? He didn't show no mercy. Matter of fact, let's get that in the book of Isaiah, the 47th chapter. Because this is the worst hell we have caught. Was under the watch of the Edomites. This Isaiah 47:6. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hands. See, so the Lord, you know, he gave us into the hand of the Edomites. We was given over unto in the book of Azariah, unrighteous king and most hateful workers, forsakers. You know, the things that this man have done unto us, you know, can't be compared to, you know, any other nation, man. It said, thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou verily laid thy yoke. See? So as you can see, once we was in the hand of this man, he didn't show no mercy. On all levels, it was that continuous stroke. Because let's just say, even back in the time of hardcore slavery, you know, Sunday, you had to sit and listen to that sermon about you better obey your master, we're going to beat your ass. Because God said it. You know what I mean? So this man have showed no mercy. He have justified his actions. You know what I mean? So guess what? Let's get this in the book of James. The book of James, chapter 2. Verse 13, it says, for he shall have judgment without mercy. They have shown no mercy. See? And mercy rejoiceth against judgment. So as you can see, this man is going to receive judgment without mercy. So no matter how much you try to stand in front of that, you know what I mean, that bullet, this man is going to get what's coming to him. Why? Because he have earned his judgment. Yahweh Shema Shai is against Edom. You know? So let's go back to Obadiah. Obadiah verse 16. It says, "For as ye have drunk upon my holy mountain, so shall all the heathen continually drink. Yeah, they shall drink, and they shall swallow down as though, and they shall be as though they have not been." And see? So that's what's going to take place ultimately, as you have, you know, capitalized off our downfall. Guess what? We're going to do the same. And ultimately, when everything is said and done, it's going to be like you never was in power, man. You never had no type of influence throughout the planet Earth what's about to take place, man. And when the smoke clear, the dust settle, you know what I mean? This world is gonna pass away. It's not gonna be a remembrance. You see a McDonald's cut, and it's gonna bring me back memories of, when America was standing. No, man. When everything is said and done, it's not gonna be a remembrance as these motherfuckers being in power, man. It says, "But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance." See, and that's going into the elect. "And there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions," ultimately, which is the land. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to be any Edomites left. So that land will be vacant. It said, "In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for a stubble." See, and that's his fate. Ultimately, this man is gonna be it's gonna get burned up, man. "And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai has spoken it." So this is a commandment that eventually that this man will be no more. So you find the lost cause trying to save the Edomites. This is our arch enemy. And Yahweh Shema Shai is rejecting this man. This rejection, we seeing that process, this rejection take place through the scriptures, this word going forth. And ultimately, this word is set against this man. Matter of fact, let's get that. Ezekiel 35:1. "Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying," see, so this is from Yahweh Shema Shai, man. "Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it." See, that's a commandment, man. We're in a time where Mount Seir is ruling, the Edomites. This place has to go down before the kingdom of heaven is established. And when the kingdom is established, you're gonna have subjects, and not just you workers, and they're gonna be just workers, and they're gonna have an hourly pay. Hell no. No, this is gonna be a rigorous rule, especially upon the Edomites. We just read that they're going to have judgment without mercy because they have showed no mercy. Same thing, that process of America being built. It wasn't, we seeing the results of our work ethic into this, man. Our blood, sweat, and tears. You don't see the results of that, towards the Israelites. Even Moab got some, and them niggas were building train tracks and being test dummies for dynamite and shit like that. But they still got broke off in the one-way form of fashion. What this nigga did to them gooks over there in Japan, they got broken off. Cause it ain't like we want anything for this. We want you. But it says, "And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord, see, behold, O Mount Seir, I'm against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate." And that's the results. That's his, matter of fact, that's his inheritance. Let's get that, Malachi 1. And I started 1. "The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, said the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. See, and that process is going to take place once America is destroyed. His heritage is going to be laid waste for the dragons of the wilderness concerning these desert creatures. That's what's going to happen America after everything's said and done. This nigga ain't going to have shit left, man. Not even his own land, because at a point in time, it's not going to be any Edomites left, man. But as you can see, he's going to be made most desolate. America's going to be most desolate. It's going to be for the dragons of the wilderness. You know. As a matter of fact, and the Lord, he hated the Edomites, man. With a perfect hatred. He completely, matter of fact, was that in the book of Proverbs, I believe. Let's get this real quick. Proverbs 6 and 16. These things doth the Lord hate. Yeah, 7 are an abomination unto him. So the Lord, he hates Esau to the utmost, man. 7. So he completely hate this man. It says, and it's going to the characteristics of proud. Look, see, and we already know pride is associated with the Edomites. A lying tongue. See, that's why his head. That's how he keep his head above water. But now we're in a time where that's being taken away. These are the necessary steps to the downfall of this man. It says, and hands that shed innocent blood, and heart that devise of wicked imaginations, feet that be swift to run into mischief, a false witness that speak of lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren. See, and these are all the characteristics of the so-called white man, the Edomites. You know, and when you go into prophecy, every time it talks about the end, the climax of prophecy, from Isaiah 34 to Isaiah 63, you know, and other scriptures as well. When you go into the climax of prophecy, guess who's on the scene? The Edomites. Because this man is the vessel fitted for destruction, man. Let's get that. Because he is the son of perdition, man. He was created to be that vessel, to throw on, to, you know, that vase in the scene where you throw on the ground. He was that car that was created to blow up in this part of the action scene. You know? And Yahweh Shema Shai is justified in destroying this man. Look at his past credit history. You know, this man have left destruction, you know, in his path. You know? So this man has earned the judgment of this thermonuclear war. He has earned the judgment of slavery. You know, he has earned the judgment of Obadiah the 18th verse, which is extinction. He's so, interested, intrigued by extinct things. Why? Because that's his fate, man. So this is the book of Romans 9. And, I started at 17. And when you go into it, it's going into, Jacob and Esau when you jump up on the verse, So this is Romans 9 and 17. For the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose. Oh, and I tell you, Egypt is synonymous with Edom as well. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. Bear with me. Joel chapter 3 verse 19. He said, Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness. See? Why? For the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. See? And what was one of the things the Lord hated? Hands that shed innocent blood. because hey, we're clean contrary to this man. You know, we ain't got a nuclear plant where it's a thing called nuclear waste. We don't have the different resources and the power to say so to cause beaching, which that's a watered down version of saying suicide by from a sea creature. You know, we don't come up with chemtrails and the plethora of other abominable things that this man bring forth. You know, compared to this man, we're innocent, man. You know, but as you can see, Egypt and Edom is in the same breath because it's pretty much the same. It's parallels, man. The same thing from all the way to America being pretty much down there the same, laid out the same way geographically. From the Nile River compared to the Mississippi River, you know, and a plethora of other things. But you see, Egypt and Edom is in the same row because Egypt is the first captivity, and Edom is the last, man. So let's go back to Romans 9. It's like in Romans 9. I'm gonna wrap it up. But just getting back to the point at the end of the video, the Lord is against you Edomites. And it's about to play out physically pretty soon, man. Which we seeing the process now, but it's going to ramp up. It's going to increase. It's going to be known that Esau's not in control. So this Romans 9:17, even for the scripture said unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. See, so back then the Egyptians was the punching bag and to show the Lord power. And in this lifetime, the Edomites are going to be used. And that's why the Lord have increased this man, you know, gave him that certain knowledge, gave him certain technology, because this period of time is going to be talked about forever. It tells you that in the book of Jeremiah, the 16th chapter. No more going to be said what the Lord did in the land of Egypt, but how he delivered us from the land of the north, you know, North America. It said, therefore have he mercy on whom he have mercy, which is the elect, and whom he will harden them, which is the Edomites, starting with these elites. That would then say unto me, why doth he yet find fault? For who hath resisted his will? See? Because this is all part of the script. This is all part of the move of Yahweh Shema Shai. You know, the Lord is a balanced power. He loves someone and he hates someone. He's going to deliver someone and he's also going to destroy. You know, matter of fact, let's get some real quick. And when you go into Edom, talk about the Edomites, man, we can do this till the missiles come, man. You know, because we just read in Ezekiel 35, this is actually a commandment. Wisdom Solomon 12:12. For who shall say, what hast thou done? See, so who is you to question Yahweh by Shema Shai? Hey, what it says, the word of a king is there is power, and who may say unto it, what doest thou? How the hell you question the king and his orders? He tell you to behead this motherfucker. You say why? Or no, this is my homeboy. No, now you finna get your head chopped off as well. You know. So who is you? Who gonna question Yahweh by Shema Shai and his motives? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? See, or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish, whom thou made? See, because all of these, you know, everything is at the disposal of Yahweh Shema Shai, and he has created things to destroy, to perish. It says, or who shall come to stand against thee to be revenged for the unrighteous men? See? So you try to stand in front of that gun, you try to stop the beef between Yahweh Shema Shai and the Edomites, you're gonna get it as well, man. That's why I said those that join to him gonna be followed by the sword. He that have fellowship with a proud man gonna be like unto him. You know, if everyone is going to try to say the Edomites, you're going to die as well, man. You know, that's just that's just it, man. Matter of fact, since I'm in Wisdom Solomon, let's get this Wisdom Solomon 15, verse 7. It says, for the potter, temperance of earth, fashion of every vessel with much labor for our service. See, so everything that's made is a purpose, is a certain purpose that go with it. It says for our service. So how much more Yahweh Shema Shai and The drama that he brings forth on the planet Earth. It tells you that it has a season for every purpose of the heaven. Even going into rulerships, it was a reason why the Lord set up the Babylonians. It was a certain purpose the Romans came into power. Oh, also tells you in the same chapter, Ecclesiastes, that's a time of war, is a time of peace. That happens by who was ruling, because the only time was peace on the earth was when Solomon was ruling. It had to be a certain